I've been in two minds what to do today. I've got two bikes I need to test ride. It's a nice day. There's a bit of blue skies and sunshine about. It's still cloudy. But I also want to test these products from Telesin, which they sent me. I think I'll do the Telesin review first. Then I can use these products on the bikes for the test ride, which is what I really, really want to do. Telesin reached out to me, sent me these products free of charge. I'm not getting paid. It's not a paid review or anything. I'm totally free to say what I want to say about these products, which I will. When Telesin reached out with these products, it was pretty fortuitous because I already had one of these products, this little unit right here, in my Amazon cart. Okay. There's a neck mount. Now, this is the quick release attachment. I was thinking it was magnetic. Oh, there's a little magnet in there, yeah. But there's also these buttons which lock it in, so that's really good. Let's see how that works. Okay, easy. All right, so it just twists on. Beautiful. That's going to be so good. Being able to switch from one to the other is going to be fantastic, so that's great. There's a bit of weight to that, actually. Now, okay, that shapes, that forms. So it holds its shape. So it feels like it's some sort of metal inside there. Now to get it on... Okay, cool. I was hoping you didn't have to slip it over your head, but yeah, so there's a button here on the side that you can see. Press that, unlocks it. Sort of like a bike lock. All right, cool. So that's the neck mount. That's going to be interesting to test. My only worry is being my beard hanging over the top of it. We'll see how it goes. Next up is the versatile wrap, nicely packaged. Again, the quick release. And oh, great. I was hoping this was going to be black because the one I saw was like fluoro lime green. I thought later, oh, maybe I should have asked for a black one. So that's great that you can get it in black. And that just hooks over here like so, and you wrap it around handlebars and things like that. So that's going to be really, really good. And then lastly, we have the universal tube clamp. Okay, that's nicely packaged. Okay, so they're all the bits. And first, that one. Then this one. And so then when you tighten this up, it holds all in position. And we've got some rubber pieces in here. There's a bit of rubber already inside here, and then there's an extra attachment. Oh, so if I want to put it onto a mirror, I reckon that's what that's for. Okay, so now the GoPro is ready to go from this attachment to this attachment. That feels locked on. That's very secure. I have no problems with that at all. Comes off easy. And then when I want to switch it to the neck mount, goes on like so. So these items will be my go-to whenever I go for a ride and a test ride. I'll just have all this stuff with me and I'm good to go. Okay, the beard test. Let's see if this attachment, this neck mount, can clear my beard. I really hope it does. So this I'll wear around my neck. I can adjust it so it's comfortable. Loosen this off. If I hang it down, actually there is a different attachment for this that steps out. I'll grab the other attachment. Okay, I switched to this attachment. This was the attachment I had on it, just came straight out. So I switched to this one. It's got a bit of a dog leg on it, bit of a bend. So let's see if this works. Getting it lined up, okay. All right, well, yeah, I think it's going to work well. That puts it pretty much where I run my current strap setup, and I also have the camera upside down with the straps, so that's fine. Adjustable, yeah, I can adjust the angle. That's great because I can't adjust the angle the way I've got it now, because with my current setup, I can't actually do that. So that's how it looks sticking out there. It'd be great if I don't need a strap because I really don't want to have harnesses and straps and things on. So I'm going to do a test ride just as it is and see if it can sit there, quite all right, or whether the wind's going to bump it around. It's a fair bit of weight to it, so I don't think it's going to get knocked around too much. And it feels comfortable on my neck. And I think this definitely feels more comfortable than I've got an elastic strap, and I don't like it. So it's restrictive. This feels much more freer. So, I think this is going to work well. The angle is going to be the key to working out when I'm leaning forward or sitting back on a bike, because I do ride different. If I'm sitting on my bike, I'm going to be sitting back like this. If I test a bike where I'm more on my wrists, it's going to be leaning forward more. So that's going to be a bit of working out to get the correct angle. But happy with that. All right, let's go and go for a ride and test these things out. We'll do this one-handed. That's so good. So quick and easy to set up. Just wrap that bit of rubber straight around the handlebars. You've got a camera that can face forward or face towards me as I'm riding. And to take it off, it's just a case of doing that. And then if that mount is a little bit wobbly for riding with, I've got the more secure mount, which really will hold the camera in place. Again, I can have it facing towards me or facing toward the road. Just feeling the unit on here now, this is like really solid, versus this one's a bit wobbly. Let's have a look at that again. So when I put it onto the rubber mount, it is a bit wobbly, so that could be an issue while I'm riding. We'll have to see how that goes. So it may be that I save this mount for POV shots. If I pull up somewhere and I'm looking for somewhere to mount the camera, this will be handy for that. But when I'm riding, I've got a feeling that this will be the better option, because it's going to be a lot more stable, more secure and more fixed. So I'm glad I got the two options now. Just had a thought. I want this quick release too now. I use this all the time, and that's going to be a pain having to take this off and put it on here. I'll have to see if Telesin have a quick release selfie stick to go with this new system, because that would be awesome. I reckon having it all the way down is going to be the way to go, And I really hope that I can ride without having to have a strap. It seems like it's going to sit there all right. Test is going to be to ride. Okay, and we're away. Now what I'm looking for in this test ride, especially for the neck mount, is it going to blow around? Is it going to shake around? Is it going to get twisted? Is it going to be crooked? And so I thought I'd take a few bends and a few curves and see what happens. Just adjusting the neck mount there. I could feel it was a little bit crooked. It's not the view's still fine, but if there's something coming up where I want to capture a bend or a curve or something, I can just reach down and just make sure it's properly centered, and away I go again. So I don't mind that. I prefer to do that rather than have the strap attached to my chest. And just watching it going through these bends, it's performing quite well. I'm very pleased with the way this is handling. It's not shifting around, it's not shaking around, it's not being blown around by the wind, and I don't have a fairing. It's just I've got the full breeze on my chest. It's performing very well. So I'm very pleased. Yeah, I'm very, very, very pleased with this neck mount. Now the other thing, it's going to be really handy for getting these point of view shots. If I'm working on a bike or something like that, I can just wear it around my neck, and this neck mount for me and for the way I like to shoot is a complete win. Fantastic. Now we're switching to the universal clamp mount, and this also is going to be super, super handy for me. I'll be able to mount it onto heaps of different locations on a bike and get a ton of different views and camera angles, which I'm so looking forward to. I've actually been wanting to buy one of these for a little while, So again, yeah, fantastic timing from telesin. Now this mount's proving to be rock solid. There's no shake in the viewer. There's a little bump there went over, but from this point of view, it's looking really, really good. And as you can see there, I'm still wearing a neck mount, and to be honest, I didn't really feel it. Once the GoPro was off the neck mount, I didn't feel that neck mount at all. Just going to spin you around so you can see it's a rotor there. Now from this angle, I can see a bit of vibration coming into the vision, and I'm not sure why that is. I didn't notice it when it was pointing back towards me, but in this case pointing forward, whether something was a little bit loose, yeah, I'm noticing a little more vibration. It's still completely usable, but just a little more vibration than when it was pointing back to me. Now we're going to switch to the telesin versatile wrap mount. I'll leave a link to the complete ride collection in the description below. Don't worry, they're not affiliate links. I'm not making any money from them. That link is purely there for your convenience. Now the versatile wrap mount, which is that rubbery stretchy one, is working well. It's a bit shaky and a bit wobbly because there's a lot of flex in the mount, but when we get up to highway speeds, you'll see that it's a little affected by the wind at 100 kilometers an hour or 62 miles an hour, and the strap's just not strong enough to hold against that wind. And you can see here it's a bit wobbly. So I end up experimenting with some camera angles and just hanging it below the bars and just spinning it around to try and get a few shots. And yeah, it was great to get some different angles, but I think those sort of angles will be better served on the universal clamp mount. Really looking forward to getting shots like this. Using the universal clamp mount, I think they'll be very steady, and yeah, it's going to be really good. Okay, this rubbery mount's a bit of a fail at speed, but it's fine for just to do a shot like this to camera, but at speed, yeah, it's a bit of a fail. Okay, made it to my destination, but as you can tell, my GoPro battery died. So looking at the positions, this mount here, the adjustable clamp mount, is definitely the one to go for the bike, because the rubber one, although very neat, tidy and inconspicuous, definitely was affected by the wind, and it kept getting blown around and twisted on the handlebar. So that's not ideal for this sort of situation for riding. Just to mount in the handlebars and get a shot, it's great, perfect, fine for that, for a quick shot, but not for riding. It definitely gets, it's not strong enough to hold its position while riding, but this one is. This one's perfect. So this is the one I'll use for getting shots off the bike while I'm moving, and this one I'll use for stationary shots, and I'll show you what how I intend to use it right now. Definitely nice and easy to take off, but this is where I can see this little attachment being useful. say you get a pole like this one right here, what I can do is I can just wrap it around that pole and get a shot. Let's try it. Okay, there it is, mounted onto the pole. In this orientation, it's going to have to be a portrait shot, but it took 2 seconds to put that on there, and then I've got a stable tripod for shooting a video from. All in all, I'm very, very pleased with these products. These are going to make my life so much easier, and it's going to be fun exploring and coming up with different angles and different shots using these attachments, these telesin attachments. And pleased with the way they're made, and this mounting system is so slick and easy to use. It's just press a button, give it a twist, and off it comes, and pop it onto the next device. So I do want to see if I can get either an attachment for my selfie stick or get a selfie stick with this quick release attachment on it, because that's also going to be invaluable.